This is a demo of using the ken/YouTube task in order to process and analyze YouTube video transcripts. So for this, we're going to use the video of the Hi walkthrough available on YouTube. I'm going to copy the link address. Now this time we're going to actually start the task in task mode from the command line. This means you don't actually have to set it up from the REPL. We'll be taken into the REPL with the task running. -- trust is used so that I'm not prompted to confirm every single execution necessary, because this task we know is non-destructive, or I know that because I created it. Run it. Okay, so a few things happened here, and there are some prompts that were already cached. So first, this uses YTDLP, so you can see that the usage of YTDLP was explained to the LLM. Here is a AI-defined reusable function, and it's also cached. And what's done here is the LLM is instructed to generate a kind of a pretty printer for SRT, because it's not the most human consumable, but after this function is run, it'll be pretty printed in a much nicer way. And you can see that the function is defined here. It was retrieved from cache, so it did not need to be regenerated, which is why everything loaded so quickly. It's stored as /F0. It then asked me what language I prefer for my transcript. I had answered previously that English was my preferred language. It then does a check for UV. UV is the Python package manager, which makes it so that using a virtual environment is not necessary, nor is installing YTDLP as a system package necessary. Instead, we can do this all in one simple UV invocation. It's going to ask me which video I want to use or to process. I can paste in the link. We'll see that the UV run invocation is done. The F0 command is specified, and then a removal of the SRT file happens at the end. Here's the transcript now. Every minute has a timestamp or a time code printed, and then you can see this blurb here, which these paragraphs here, which are the transcript. It's definitely not perfect, but it's more than enough for us to then ask the AI or the LLM about the transcript and what goes on. So I can ask, for example, first let me exit the high tool mode. Where is the config for the AI incognito model stored? Cool. Okay. So unfortunately, it doesn't know that Hi is spelled H-A-I. It thinks it's H-I. It also doesn't know how Tom is spelled. That's interesting. But yeah, it more or less gets it as long as you replace H-A-I with H-I. These are correct. And yes, this is also correct in terms of the TOML file, the actual TOML configuration. Oh no, it should have been AI model. That's interesting. We can also ask, what are the features of tasks that were discussed? Okay, repeatable, shareable workflows, yes. Transparency, powerful capabilities like loading URLs, asking humans questions, yep. Task mode, the examples I discussed in the video, task creation, trust, integration with assets, great. So there you have it. This is kind of a simple and easy task that you can use to process and analyze YouTube transcripts.